So you have decided to step into this cruel and merciless world? And you are not quite sure where to start off? Fear not, because I will give you some tips and tricks I wish I had known when I started Kenshi. Keep in mind that these are tips that I learned throughout the game, so if you have more knowledge about something, share it with other people. Feel free to use the comment section under the video. I will pin your comment so other people can see it too, if it is helpful to everyone. With that said, let's get right into it. I'm going to start right at the character creation. If you're completely new to Kenshi, I recommend you to start with the Wanderer start. Although you do have more options, the Wanderer start is the easiest way to get into the game. Obviously, you could also start as slaves, like I did, but you get beaten up all the time and it's harder for you to understand the game. Even though I was able to learn it like that, the Wanderer start is the best option to go. It is the basic start with many options open to you, and the easiest way to learn the game. You spawn in a neutral town without many threats around, and some guards that will aid you when you get attacked. Now before you throw yourself into the next group of bandits, I will recommend you to get a second member as soon as possible. And to do that, you need some starting cash. I'm going to show you an easy way to make some easy money at the start. First, head down to Squin, and once you reach it, you should discover a way station and an exile camp to the south. In this exile camp, there is a shack with a bounty of 10k on her head. And there are also some band of bones and berserkers running around, so take care. Lure them to the way station and then loot their bodies. Their weapons are worth some good money and you can easily afford a second member. We also want to make sure to cash in the bounty for Tora. Lure her in and then bring her to Squin and then cash in your 10k cats. Looting the dead is also one of the best moneymakers that require no effort. You can just lure bandits or animals into towns and cash in. It's basically free real estate. And you probably wonder now, why should I get a second member so soon? Pretty simple. It's not recommended to save scam in Kenshi, because getting beaten down is actually a part of the experience. You're getting stronger from this. Just make sure to have someone in a safe zone and let him pick you up when you've fallen down and you can't get up. Which brings us to our next topic. What determines how much combat experience you get? I will keep this pretty simple. But what you need to know is defense equals experience gains, which means the higher a defense on an enemy is, the higher the combat experience that you get is. And for unarmed NPCs, it's the material art skill. In short, I would recommend you to stay away from enemies that have high strength and high attack and low defense, because there is a high risk that you get killed or lose a limb when you fight those, and your combat experience gain is next to nothing. There is a difference though. Animals give different kind of XP multiplier. Although I've searched around, I wasn't able to find the exact numbers, but what I can tell you is that if an animal has lower stats and you're fighting it, you still get more XP than you would when you find an NPC. So what I like to do is I like to play the kite game with high stat animals. I'm gonna give you a quick example here. I'm gonna fight this gorilla. As you can see, his stats are pretty good. And I have 3 people here, 2 of them are melee and 1 of them is ranged. But it doesn't really matter, you can have all of them on melee and it would have the same effect of it. So as you can see here, I'm doing a little bit of a kite fight. So I'm hitting from the back, from the front, from the back, from the front, and I'm getting some XP. Sometimes you do get hit, but that doesn't matter. On the other hand, it's even good that you get hit because it increases your toughness level. And as you can see, as this goes back and forth, I'm going to knock him out. And look at the stats. They went up quite a bit, which is awesome.
Nice.
I know that this is not the best way to train combat, but I don't know. I find it kind of easy to capture a high level NPC, trap them and then use them as a kind of training dummy. I know it's probably the best way to do so, but yeah. I also like it when I just fight and get stronger and stronger. It makes the game a little bit harder, but it keeps it, how should I say, a little bit more fresh. Also, since you made it this far into the video, you can also check out my first Let's Play I did on Kenshi. It's called The Monks of Purity, and I just finished this series. Please keep in mind that this was my first attempt at a Let's Play and I did improve over the episodes. I'm going to give you a good tip. Do not buy normal meat or dried fish or a low level food. It's really not worth it. You will find yourself frustrated very often if you just use the cheap food. Go straight ahead and buy the good stuff. For example, food rations, food cube, gohans, meat wraps, all the good stuff. Even though their price is higher, you will thank me for saving you the frustration of feeding your troops, especially your shacks, because they need way more food. Quick warning though, you should watch out for starving bandits, because they can smell your food from miles away, and you don't want them to eat your high level food, believe me. Now this will be the last tip for this video. And this is something I really hate about Kenshi. I know, pathfinding is already bad in some areas. But once you had the pleasure of traveling with pack animals at a long distance in a mounty area, you know what real pain is. So do yourself a favor, just pick them up. You will have the same problem as me if you don't do it. Because you will ×3 the game and you will run a long distance and suddenly you realize that your pack animals got stuck on some goddamn cliff.
Nani?
Oh no, I'm stuck.
Or maybe just some little rock. So, this marks the end of this video. This was my last tip I had for you guys. I do have some more tips, but I think we gonna pack it up for this video and this will be the last one. So, the editing and everything took me a lot of time. This video took around 50 or 60 hours to make. Granted, there are a lot of scenes that have been redone and remade, and a lot of things I cut out because I didn't like them in the end, and I think I watched the video like 100 times now. But anyway, I want to get to the point. If you do like what I did here, feel free to give me a like, and if you really like my stuff, go subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button so you get notification, because YouTube is a little bit weird when it comes to, I don't know, subscribers. If you don't hit the bell button, you won't really get notified. You might see the video, but maybe you don't. Also, since I want to be more active on this channel, I have created a Twitter account, so head over to Twitter and check it out. Follow me if you want to be updated all the time. I usually just will post stuff here when I'm uploading a video, but this is to make sure that you don't miss a video from me. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching, and if you have any improvements, please let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to improve myself, still trying to get better at editing and doing some specific stuff. So yeah, just please let me know. Alright guys, I wish you a wonderful evening, because it's pretty late in Austria, and well, I see you in the next one.